In New Zealand, as elsewhere, mountains are richly loaded with metaphorical, moral and emotional meaning which also tends to be heavily gendered.
For my people Māori, other questions arise about the place of mountains in culture, as illustrated by whakapapa, but also by continuing collisions about what happens to mountains, as in the Te Mata walking track discussed in week 3, the ascent of Mount Ruapehu discussed in week 2, and to finish off the theft of Colin McCann's mural of Te Urewera. Colin McCann, New Zealand's most celebrated artist, was commissioned to paint a mural of Te Urewera. A triptych, it tells a shorthand history of Tūhoi, the iwi whose mana whenua is the Urewera Mountains. The mural was stolen from the visitor centre in the Urewera National Park in 1997 by 2 men and disappeared. There was a great outcry about it.
18 months later, in 1998, 2 Māori activists, Te Kaha and Tame, returned the mural to staff at the Auckland Art Gallery. Te Kaha said he had never stolen the painting because he had always intended to return it, but he had taken it to show you, meaning Pākehā, what it feels like to have your treasures taken off you forcibly.
The Urewera incident was an act of protest, using an art form to raise Pākehā consciousness of the damage done to Māori, culturally as well as socially, by the forcible removal of land and taonga. Mountains have always been high on the scale of cultural and landscape value. For Māori, as we discussed in week 1, they also have deep tribal and personal meaning, which does not always fit with European registers of value, ownership and cultural meaning.
Perhaps because mountains make us think again about the meaning of human life. They measure us in some important ways. They occupy a deeply felt place in our cultural hierarchies, and thinking about them can make us see how profoundly cultural those hierarchies are.